Hi, guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Royal Duck podcast. My name is Prathna, I'm your host, and I'm so glad to have you here. Firstly, I would like to apologize for not putting out an episode in the last 2 weeks. It was because someone was drilling a borewell right in front of my house, and they started on the day I was supposed to record and then just went on for like more than a week. And yeah, and someone else has also started drilling a borewell. So I don't want to take any chances today, and I just started recording even before the sun rose. so yeah, so today I was so happy to just be able to put out an episode that I not even write a proper script. So I'm just gonna go with something very simple, you know, what I can speak about without, needing to write on a proper script. Okay, um so as you all know, I became a cricket fan in the year 2019. And at that point of time, whenever I would see matches, especially India's matches, I sort of felt, to be honest, repulsed by the thought of going to the stadium because I'm someone who can't really tolerate like crowded places, noisy places, and things like that. So, I thought I don't want to go to the stadium for sure because people are obviously so excited to go to the matches. So there'll be a large number of fans uh, and spectators, and there would also be like very noisy people. I've seen like, they'll bring those whistles and stuff, and yeah, so I thought maybe going to the stadium would be a bit nightmarish. And thankfully, right at this stage when I considered going to the stadium, um, COVID hit, and there's lockdown, no matches, and even if there were matches, there were no spectators allowed. So in a way that was a blessing in disguise because I got to watch a lot of matches at home, but then I never got to go to the stadium. I was just happy to just watch matches, but in the comfort of my own home. And yeah, so that's done. And the I went to the stadium only last year in the World Cup. That was the first time I went to the stadium. I know, right? Like the Chinnaswamy, like well-known stadium and stuff, but then I still somehow never went until last year. So, um, so the first ever cricket match I went to watch in the stadium was Sri Lanka versus New Zealand. It was a World Cup match, and I was actually like, at that point of time, I'd sort of gotten out of my shell a little bit, and thought I should not be scared of trying out new things just because I think it might be a terrible experience for me. But I was wrong. I was wrong. So at least the Sri Lanka versus New Zealand match that I went to see was really good. That day was like uh such a mess because um yeah, so because my dad and me left the house, and then halfway along we realized that we did not carry our tickets with us. So then and they would not accept like e-tickets or any copies of the tickets or anything, and you have to like go and bring the original tickets, so the physical copies of it. So then we went back home, got the tickets, and then went back. That was such an adventure actually to have with my dad. And so yeah, then after that we reached the stadium. We missed about the first 10-15 minutes. I remember when I entered the stadium, we entered the stadium, like they were already like two down. I could hear the commentary, I could hear like fans screaming from the inside. So yeah, So I have to say that match was really fun to see. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I guess because this was a Sri Lanka versus New Zealand match, like the noisy fans were not there, because I remember there was only like one noisy guy, at least in our stand. He was okay, weird thing. He was Bangladeshi. Okay, he literally came dressed in that Bangladeshi, like that green and stuff. He was like having a tiger and painted his face with the Bangladesh flag and stuff. But he was getting excited over in New Zealand and Sri Lanka fan. He was hyping crowds and stuff. So I guess the way the atmosphere was pretty great. And so it was really funny with the Bangladeshi guy. Um, yeah, so it was really fun to see. Most of the people were like very quiet that day. I remember my friend who had been to the stadium a few times before me. She was like, this it's actually like unusually quiet. People are normally a lot more noisy than this, like especially in India matches. But here, she's like, it's your lucky day that the noisy people haven't come for this. And so yeah, I was just um happy to just be there, because it was exactly how I liked it. There were people there. They were not shouting or screaming. It was not very crowded either. So we were just sitting and watching. It was so funny to see how, if anything happened, the entire stadium would go like, ooh, together. That was really cool to see. Oh, and I also remember when Kane Williamson had come to bat that match, what a loud cheer he had got. Like, to be honest, I was screaming myself. It's like I just didn't care at that moment. I just wanted to scream because Kane Williamson had come. Like, come on, Kane Williamson. And so, yeah. So this match was really fun to see, but it got over really fast. uh, Sri Lanka batted first, and they got like I don't remember exactly, but I think it was like 178, 179, something like that. And so New Zealand chased it, like losing 3 wickets, if I remember right. And so yeah, that was it was really fun to see. So yeah, I was happy. Like there were genuine fans. Like there were of course some people who were just there for the joy of it, and I was absolutely there for it. Like I love it when people are just there to be in the joy of it. But there was this guy who's sitting next to me, and I think he may have been like somewhat professional, because the way he was talking about the game and stuff, I could tell that this was like not an ordinary fan for sure. But I somehow never asked him about it. So anyway, um so I would say I had an overall good experience. Like there was good food. Like I enjoyed that for sure. Like very good food, coffee and stuff like that. The bathrooms were clean. I guess they built like these new bathrooms because of the World Cup and to probably accommodate World Cup requirements. So yeah, that was good. The bathrooms were like clean and stuff. My friend had warned me about her terrible bathroom experience before, and I was like bracing myself for a terrible bathroom, but it was fine. They'd taken care of the cleanliness part as well, because they were like dustbins everywhere where you could throw your wastes and stuff. So that was really cool too. So yeah, I guess overall it was like a really good experience watching that. So yeah, that was really fun. Now the next match, I've only been to 2 stadium matches so far. Hopefully I should be going for more. So the first women's and India match that I saw in the stadium was India versus South Africa women. It was this year in June. I remember the date, June 23rd, because like it was like one day before my friend's college started. And I was like making fun of her the whole time. Yeah, and but it is the same friend who I went with for the other match, Sri Lanka versus New Zealand. So this match was really fun to see. It was, I guess, a little longer than the other one, and we got good stands. Like, we'd gotten good stands for like pretty cheap, because if this was an India men's match, they were like charged exorbitantly. But then this one, it was actually pretty cheap considering the stand we were on. So yeah, so the view was really great, to be honest. Like, you could see the players from really up close. I remember we'd come to the stadium like, I think an hour early, like half an hour before the toss, because I wanted to see the toss so badly. And this time I was determined to make it the stadium on time. So I remember as soon as we entered, Jemima Rodriguez was training right in front of us, like right in front of us. And I saw her and I was like, oh my God, Jemima is in front of me. Oh my God, Jemima is in front of me. I was like, I did not show it on the outside. On the outside, I'm like maintaining this calm face. But then on the inside, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, this was also a very fun match to watch. Um, so South Africa was batting first, and so yeah, we got to see so many moments of fans acting a little crazy, because some fans were there because they would genuinely love the game and want to watch a good game on the last day of the weekend, and some were there, because they were crazy about certain players like Smriti Mandhana, because I remember people were like just crazy about her. And it was really cool actually, because this time, so the South African players are pretty nice. It's like if they would come to our stand or something, they would just wave at us, and that really kind of made my day at least. Like, I remember Nadine de Klerk waving at us, Nelly's. Oh, it's like a core memory right now. So yeah, um, it was really cool to see. And of course, it's a cherry on the cake when India wins. And yeah, we deliberately chose this match so that we could see like the trophy lifting and stuff. And so that was a really cool thing to see. The food was great. Like, I know it great, but it was good. Like, I could eat it, and it sat well with my stomach too. And so yeah, that was cool. The problem I have, possibly the only problem I have with, this match was the bathroom experience was a nightmare for me. Like, this time it really was a nightmare. Like, like it was terrible. Like, you guys at least provide, like, we can't carry things, and at least give us a good bathroom. Like, come on. That should be like a minimum. Like, it was unacceptable to have the bathroom in that condition. I was I was like on the verge of throwing up after coming out of the bathroom, and I think I might have some bathroom PTSD or something. And one more thing I was not happy with, there was like no dustbins like on in the stand. So it's like you'll have to go out and just to throw things in the proper dustbins and stuff. So that was another sort of annoying part, but okay, I can handle that. And of course, my dad was pretty accommodating that match. He was always asking my mom and me, do you want something? Can I get you something? That was really sweet. So anyway, yeah. So overall, I like the experience, but like some parts of it, I just like to forget and take out of my memory forever. So yeah, this was my experience at the stadium so far. I hope to go to the stadium a lot more. and, enjoy more India matches. So, yeah, that's that for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. I apologize if I'm not speaking loud enough. It's because it's still very early in the morning and I don't want to wake up other people. So, yeah, thank you so much. See you in the next episode. Please like and subscribe if you like this.